Steve Doocy from Fox News is talking to Crystal Wright. She's brought on to yell at other black people. You see, she's a black Republican, and that's her role. And boy, she's going to deliver here and get the Fox News audience revved up. Go ahead. Attack all other black people. Have at it.
You talk about how over the last 40 years, trillions of dollars have been put to fight poverty, and yet now poverty is proliferating in many neighborhoods in the United States because...
Well, because of Democrats and the con that they're running on black Americans. They have made black Americans poorer, dumber, and more criminalized.
Why do you say that?
Well, it's not just me.
What's their end game?
Look, 93% of it, you know how the president goes around and wants to talk about regulating legal gun ownership? I've never seen Barack Obama talk about the black lives being killed by other blacks in Chicago, D.C., or Baltimore. 93% of all black homicides are committed by other black people. And you know the number one cause of death among young black men ages 15 to 34? Guns. Illegal guns, because they're killing each other. That's the job. But yet black people keep voting against their interests. And I would argue the Democrat Party is literally killing black Americans from the womb to the street.
Now, isn't that ironic, her talking about a con job? So let's break this down. So first of all, Fox News can't get white people to call African Americans dumber and poorer and more criminalized. So what do? The oldest trick in the book. Let's get a black person to say it. Here's some money, okay? Yeah, you're a Republican. You'll make a good living out of it, okay? You'll design some stuff for us, and I'll tell you what she designed in a second and how she gets paid. And then you come out here and you yell at other black people and say it's all their fault. Oh, Crystal Wright's like, me, I'll do that. She said in the middle of that, it's not just me. Well, you're right. It's not just you. It's all other black Republicans that are on Fox News. So there's about 7 of you or so who make a living doing this. So does she have any legitimate points to make? First of all, she said, you never hear President Obama talking about Chicago and the violent crime. That's not true at all. I hear him talking about it all the time. In fact, when he gave that teary speech about gun control, he said, and you see it every day in the streets of Chicago. What do you mean you never hear it? I just heard it last week. Right? So it's categorically untrue. Now, did she present any evidence that African Americans are now, quote, dumber? Other than herself, she presented no evidence. So I don't know where she got that the Democrats have somehow made African Americans less intelligent. Okay? You know why she doesn't have any evidence of that? Because it doesn't exist. Even if you were talking about educational achievements, those have gone up in several categories under President Obama, so also not true. I can't believe we're having a conversation about this. Okay, now, on to the other issues at hand. How about more criminalized? Oh, come on. Under Democrats, there's obviously much more crime in the black community, right? And overall, because Democrats are soft on crime. All right, well, let's take a look at the numbers here. Tommy Christopher did a great job pulling up the numbers on this issue. Turns out, wait a minute, murders declined from 24,000 a year to just under 16,000 during Bill Clinton's presidency and went up by about 1,000 under George W. Bush, and then down to about 14,000 a year under Obama. Oh, so crime is down under Democratic presidents and up under Republican presidents. Interesting. Then I actually think the best point was made, again, by Tommy here, writing for Mediaite. He said, she mentioned, 93% of black victims are, victimized by other blacks. And they throw that out all the time. That's the favorite stat for Fox News. You know whose fault it is? It's black people's fault. They're killing. How come they never throw out this stat? 83% of all white homicide victims are killed by other white people. And no one says, quote, white people are killing each other, or, quote, what's up with white-on-white crime? Because white violence is not seen as inherent. Bingo. So what Tommy Christopher is saying there, I think, is honestly the best point made in this whole thing. The reason they bring that stat up, which, by the way, it's such a red herring. The reason more white people kill white people and black people kill black people is because they are next to one another. She talked about guns. She said, it's all the guns. I was like, whoa, Fox News, you got the wrong talking point there. And she immediately switched to illegal guns. Illegal guns, it's all the illegal guns. That's actually not true. Tommy also points out that it's less than 40% of the crimes are done with illegal guns. The overwhelming majority are done with legal guns. So you're right, it is the guns, but not the illegal ones exclusively. It's all the guns that are doing the killings. So if you're in a house, usually, more often than not in America, white people live next to white people. Black people live next to black people. So if there's a gun, Who does it shoot? It shoots the person next to you who happens to be from the same race. That explains both numbers. But they only quote the black number to say, blacks inherently violent, you know, they even kill each other. But they don't go around saying whites inherently violent. They go around killing each other. You see the problem with white culture. They never say that, even though the numbers are incredibly similar. Okay, now one last thing is Crystal Wright herself. So how does she make money? Well, you see, she's a consultant for the Republicans. And back in 2012, she got invited and paid to do a website to reach out to fellow blacks. That's a nice little scam, right? Now, did it work? Well, no, it didn't work on many different fronts, except for the fact that she continues to make a living by dumping on other black people and then pretending she's reaching out to them. The only thing she's reaching out is with the back of her hand, so no thank you on your reach out. But it turns out, ironically, that's exactly the same thing the Republicans said. After she built the website, they said, well, it turns out we're not doing any other outreach, so your website's not linking to anything else. So, oh well, shut it down. Isn't that amazing? And now the GOP spokesperson was like, no, I mean, there was other issues. The problem is Crystal Wright herself saved the emails because now this time they were, at that point, they're challenging her version of the story. She goes, no, it's in the emails. So Republican Insider had said, quote, the website is held up because other than the website that you built for the co-chairman, there are no other programs or plans to reach black voters at the Republican National Committee. And people here are concerned the website is not enough. And if he asks who should he call, the answer should be the chairman's office. I think being honest is the right way to go, not dance around. Well, how is that for irony? The one time they were honest, of course, later they lied about it, but it's a good thing she saved the emails. They said, we're not doing any outreach to blacks. Isn't that funny? Anyway, you'll get paid for your website. It was a great website. Just shut it down now. Who cares about reaching black people? No. Go back on TV and yell at them. That's our Republican strategy. Oh, Crystal, here's your talking points. It's always black people's fault. Crystal's like, got it.